All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquath that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia Fight. Now, they had a versus battle last night. It's a popular thing that's been going on ever since these lockdowns and everything has been happening. Esau has found a way to keep Jake entertained, since it's a lot of things you still can't do within this these mandates and these different things or whatever. Like I said, the lockdowns and the different restrictions that's happening. A lot of people still can't go to concerts or whatever in certain places. There's different things. Just this thing that came up that started, last year, to keep people entertained while they up in the house. And pretty much it came down to now. It was Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. And, it's not wrong watching these things or whatever. We all grew up listening to these different groups and these different artists and everything like that. But at the same time, last night we went into the Sabbath, and we have a double Sabbath this week, because we had the original Sabbath. That was from Thursday to Friday. Now we have the new moon that comes in tonight. And so we keeping that from Friday to Saturday. So at the end of the day, during the Sabbath, you want to try to keep your mind, with the Lord. You want to try to be as holy as you possibly can. If you can, you want to try to stay away from things like this or whatever. But at the end of the day, this still happened last night through the first day of the Sabbath. And while we were over here, doing what we're supposed to do for the Lord, the majority of Jake was looking at this last night, showing you that this is, they're distracted by the things that's going on. And I'm going to get that later on. But to get to the point, a fight broke out between these two because Busy Bone, he's known as the wild one in the group and everything like that, because Busy Bone has a lot of issues, I believe. But you really think about a lot of his interviews and a lot of his songs that he used to do or whatever on his own. You can tell that dude is really, really bugged out, man. But at the end of the day, a fight did break out. And of course, you got all of Jake speaking about this, because Jake is always entertained with seeing their own people fight against each other or shoot each other or kill each other, or argue with each other. They always like to instigate, they like to promote the cause. And so at the end of the day, this happened and everything like that. And now this is trending worldwide and everything like that. And like I said, this is nothing too deep, but at the end of the day, we always spoke about, hip hop and rap and how it's destroying our people. Elder Manasseh Cubans from South Carolina made some good points. He was like, look, when you listen to R&B or rock or pop or country, you don't hear about, these different individuals who represent these other music genres, getting angry at each other and, fighting and being all proud and doing these different things, man. They just make them music and they move on. But for some reason, when it comes to this rap and this hip hop music, it's a whole different story. And the reason being is because this whole genre of music has been built off of wickedness. Okay. And like I mentioned earlier, because, I spoke about this a few times. Like I said, when you watch the movie the NWA movie, their manager looked at those individuals. They looked at Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, so forth and so on. They looked at them as, oh man, this type of music is real. This is what the people need, because this is real. This is down to the bone. This is the streets. People love listening to these things. But at the end of the day, Esau knew what he was doing. He knew that if this type of music would come out, it would be a great influence, because music is very powerful. It really is, man. Okay, so when Jake hear this type of music and everything like that, the first thing they're gonna do is be influenced. They're gonna think about their favorite lyric, think about their favorite songs, so forth and so on. And then next thing you know, they're gonna commit wickedness just from off of the demons that's on this music. And so at the end of the day, this fight happens. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play it real quick, and then we're gonna get into a few scriptures.
Nigga, suck my dick. And gangsta boo. Suck my dick. Gonna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like straight the fuck up. Nigga, suck my dick. And gangsta boo. Suck my dick. Me. What the fuck? You're a hater. Baseball, you're a hater. You mustn't take your pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga. Baseball, a hater. Sissy ass nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? That shit. Why you?
Like I said, nothing too deep or anything like that. But as you can see, fights broke out and everything like that. Because, like I said, Busy Bone does have a history of being funny and everything like that. And at the end of the day, you can see this is what happens. This hip hop and this rap music has turned our people into proud demons, man. Okay, like I said, you look at the women, they love making music about, selling their bodies, showcasing their bodies, using their bodies to overcome in the world. Okay. Like I said, gangster rap is very popular, doing drugs, killing each other, representing neighborhoods that's not even yours. You got a lot of Jakes out here, and yeah, we from this neighborhood, we from this block or whatever, and they represent it as if they own it. Like I said, as soon as the police rolls into your neighborhood and they have all the weapons, they have all the dogs, all the built cars, those big vans, the army trucks, whatever the case may be, Jake is worthless then. He can't do anything. The only thing that he can do is just bow down. They could try to shoot at him, but the majority of the time, Jake loses. And one of the reasons being is because Jake is not skilled in anything, and Jake is not smart. Okay, they over here repping these hoods, doing what they supposed to do, and this is what it creates. It creates people like this.
Be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage, like straight the fuck up. Nigga, suck my dick. And gangsta boo. Suck my dick. Me. What the fuck? You're a hater. Baseball, you're a hater. You mustn't take your pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga. Baseball, a hater. Sissy ass nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? That shit. Why you?
Like I said, this is what that music creates. Jake just gets super proud. He gets in his feelings. He gets super emotional, because that's another thing that this world has created as well. This world has created a lot of emotional grown men. All right. Because a lot of them didn't grow up without fathers, grew up in broken homes. They had to deal with the curses. And this is one of the ways that they try to get away from the curses. Like Fabulous said in one of his songs, the only way to get up out the hood is balling, playing basketball or rapping off the beats. That's it. So, Jake, relies on his talents to help him get out of the curses and help him live a better life. But even then, if you do achieve a certain success, as you can see, they're still under the curses. They don't, when Jake, we speak about the curses, the only thing Jake really realizes is the condition that he's in. He feels like, yeah, when they speak about us being under the curses, are they really speaking about us living in the hood, the white man shooting us down, so forth and so on? No, man, the curses go way beyond than just the place that you live in, man. The curses, that's why when you read Deuteronomy 28:15, it goes into detail on a lot of things that the Most High was going to put you and put you into and make you go through. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 53. And it says, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And at the end of the day, like I said, you saw a couple of dudes that was on that stage. They had their mask on because of the pandemic that's out here and everything like that. Okay, they had that mask on while over here trying to defend what's going on. Ready to fight and everything with the mask on. Busy Bone over here, like, man, you can't be saying this or doing this. You ain't gonna disrespect me or whatever and everything like that. That sound like a regular Jake when you walk outside, man. As soon as they get into a situation, what Jake love to say, I wish a nigga would. I wish a bitch would, because they proud, man. They feel like they can win every single situation that they get in, or if they don't say anything, they feel like that they're lower than themselves. They feel like they're a bitch, pretty much. And that used to be a thing growing up. It's like, yeah, if you don't speak up loud or if you don't showcase that you're tough, everybody gonna look at you as you soft, you know? Oh man, he's quiet. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. That nigga lame. They'll say things like that. At the end of the day, when you think about it now, going to think about things in a spiritual sense, actually not saying anything gets you out of a lot of situations. Okay? But like I said, Jake he loves to speak up and he loves to say things to get himself into even more trouble instead of just being a bigger man or being a bigger woman and walking away from the situation. Everything doesn't have to end up in a fight or a quarrel or whatever the case may be, man. And like I said, this is one of the curses. Your eye shall be evil towards your brother. Jake does not hesitate to be evil toward his own people, man. Like we always say, if this was the other way around, if this was Esau and one of these other nations that they know has way more money, way more success, way more power than they do, they wouldn't be acting like this in front of them because they already know if they do this, they can get shut down. And then Jake has this quote unquote respect for his enemy, his master. So at the end of the day, they will not do this. They'll just be like, oh, okay, you right. I'm going to leave it alone, because Jake looks up to the enemy, man, because they want to be like them, because they look at Esau and these other heathen nations and they look at how great they're living. They look at the wisdom that they have. Jake doesn't have any wisdom. Why? Because first, they don't want to put in the work. All right. And then, like I said, it's one of the curses. Jake does not want to be in order. He doesn't want to be taught about order. And he doesn't want to, listen to anybody, man. He just want to do things on his own and find his own way. But that's not the case, man. It's like with this truth. We didn't wake up one morning. It was like, yeah, we want to be Israelites. We want to teach and everything. No, the Most High put the Spirit upon us to understand this, come across the videos, come across brothers so we can wake up to it. And then we learn from other men. And then we humbled down and then we did what we were supposed to do. But at the end of the day, Jake doesn't like that, man. So the thing is for Jake to overcome, Jake knows his own people. This is why it's easy for him to sell weed and crack and lean and, opium or whatever it is to his own people because they know how they operate. And then, they're not about to travel all the way to the enemy's neighborhood and sell it to them because they already know they'll get caught. They either get caught or before they even make it to the neighborhood, the enemies will see them in their neighborhood. They be like, no, you don't belong here. Something will go down. So what they do, they destroy their own people, man. And like I said, this hip hop and this rap music has definitely destroyed our people within the mind, man. And it's easy to see. It's easy to see, man. And like I said, here it is. We're in the first day of the Sabbath. And then, you got Jake over here looking at this. That's why I just made a video a day ago speaking about what manner of persons are you to be. You should be in the spirit of mourning, man. And Jake over here looking at versus battle on the Lord's day, the Sabbath. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's exactly what's happening. A lot of these musicians, a lot of these artists that's in the industry, they're being brought low. Here it is, man. Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia, those are, I guess legendary, so to speak. Everybody knows about them. They're definitely well respected within the hip hop world and everything like that. When people were thinking about the versus battle, they was like, man, this actually is going to be real good. It was lining up the songs and everything from both groups. And they're like, man, this is going to be the shit. But then at the end of the day, you still see, man, they over here on stage and they still fighting against each other. They still have beef with each other. They still got to find a way to make Jake look like an idiot, man. The daughters of music shall be brought low. And of course, when you read this scripture, when it says the daughter of music shall be brought low, that it's not just speaking about the music industry. It's speaking about all entertainers. Okay, all these entertainers that sold out, that came into the industry, sold, signed their deal with the devil and everything like that, did what they supposed to do behind the scenes. They're gonna be brought low, man. There's a lot of artists already that many of artists have already been dying. Okay, within the past, what, 2 to 3 years, 2 to 300 rappers died, man. Within the past 2 to 3 years, 200 to 300 rappers died, man. We just had a recent one with Young Dolph. Okay, and then you go outside of the rappers, you look at the other people that have been dying. Charlie Murphy, Prince, Pops from Friday, DMX. Okay, the dude that played the Black Panther. All of these artists, they're dropping dead, man, or coming into some type of disease. Something that's happening to them, and now they're starting to be exposed. Now there's a video that's going around where Jay-Z is known for sex trafficking little girls. A so-called Edomite woman, not a so-called Edomite woman. She looks like an Edomite woman, but she might be jank. But at the end of the day, she got a video where, it was known that Jay-Z was out here, finding little girls, sex trafficking them and doing all these different things, man. Because at the end of the day, you cannot become super successful in this world unless you do something wicked, man, and continue to do wickedness. All right. So the daughters of music shall be brought low. The Most High is getting ready to judge these people that's in power very, very soon, man. It's going to be harsh, man. They're not going to get away from everything that they're doing. They think that their riches is going to get them out of these situations, but it's not. Okay. How is your money going to get you away from nuclear destruction? And if you're not in America, when the nuclear destruction happens, guess what? How you going to get away from the Lord and the angels when they show up? You ain't nobody, man. Especially you jakes out here. You ain't nobody. Okay, you was just puppets for the industry. They put the strings on your back, and you did what they told you to do, and they entertained them, man. Esau behind the scenes like, yeah, Jay-Z, that was a good song you made about selling that crack the other day. That was a good video you made smoking that cigar and acting like you a boss, man, and growing that long hair. All of your people gonna want to be like you. Giving the wrong examples, man. Point blank, period. That's why they're gonna be brought low. All right. So this is Matthew 16 and 24. And it says, Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul? Exactly. Here it is, Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia. They're very known and well respected in the hip hop world. You would think that they would have money coming in all the time because both of those groups have hits. And and every time one of their songs get played, they get revenue for it. They make sure they get their money. Probably get like a dollar every time somebody plays their song or whatever the case may be. Esau probably take like 30 or 40 cents. You know how it go. And then they get the other 60 cents. But at the end of the day, you think about, these type of groups, man, man, they popular. People still play that music to this day. Here it is. You done came up in the world. You done, got the respect. You done got the money and everything like that. And you're older. You're older, man. These dudes are definitely in their 40s, going in their 50s, man. They was already in their mid 20s, going in their 30s when they came out. Okay, they were young when they came out, but you got to remember, the 90s was damn near 30 years ago. Okay? Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia been out since that time. These dudes are old, man. Okay? And at the end of the day, you still acting like this. Okay? And you already know that they sold out. Come on, man. 3-6 Mafia. Okay? You already know that they sold out. These dudes been sold out. These dudes been signed a deal with the devil, man. Okay, it says, what is a man profit? He shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul. They're going to be destroyed at the end of the day. They did what Esau was supposed to do, and now they still fighting on stage, and Esau is in the background laughing and clapping and like, yes, you all are still being niggas like I trained you all to do. You know what I'm saying? You all still being the niggas that I trained you all to be, man, and I love it. I love it. We going to definitely have this new world order happen. These niggas ain't gonna get it. These niggas ain't gonna get it. They gonna keep killing each other, and we gonna keep killing them. We gonna win. But this is why we always say, this is why we need the Lord to come back. If it wasn't for the Lord dying on the cross, okay, giving us grace and having the elect, okay, the predestinated men and women, if it wasn't for them sighing and crying for the abominations that's going on, Jake would be through forever, man. But this is why Yahushua did what he had to do. Yahushua is going to come back and he's going to destroy everything and bring back righteousness the way it's supposed to be. But 2/3 of you all, y'all got to go, though. Y'all got to go, man, because y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand the seriousness of the situations that be. Y'all don't understand that you all keep acting like this. It's going to lead to your damnation. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 10. It says, only by pride cometh contention. We just witnessed contention on that stage. Why? Because they're proud. They're proud, man. You heard what he said. And you got to give me my respect, man. You heard all the, man, suck my dick and all these other things, man. You know, they're proud, man. They still got that nigga mentality. They still want to fight each other and do these different things, man. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. We are well advised. Lord willing, we stay well advised because we do have this wisdom. We understand what's going on. We seeing the wicked side and we seeing the righteous side. It says, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished. But he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Okay, so there you go. They got their wealth by vanity, definitely. Okay, they had to do a lot of wicked things in order to get that money, man. Okay, and all of that's getting ready to diminish, just like them. They're already finished. I mean, just look at them, man. You know, one of the things about these sunglasses, you know, you see all of them wearing sunglasses. One of the main things you hear about when you think about people wearing sunglasses, they be like, man, take them damn sunglasses off so I can look in your eyes, man. You know, Jake, you know, this is why another reason why these celebrities wear sunglasses is because, you know, they do all of these interviews. The people run up on them on the streets or whatever, and they don't want to showcase their true feelings because they know the wickedness that they did right before they started living their quote unquote regular day life. Okay, that's when they go to the store, just to buy some food, or when they go home or whatever, when they're in the car and everything like that. They know they're going to run into paparazzi, these different things. So they wear sunglasses, man, because they don't want to showcase their true emotions. Their true emotions, Salakia. They don't want to showcase it. All right. And as you saw on the stage, a lot of them was wearing sunglasses, and they made sunglasses a trend, a fashion, you know. They say when you look into a man's eyes, you're looking to his soul. That's the windows to the spirit. Okay? Jake doesn't want to showcase how wicked and evil he actually is. So they wear them sunglasses, man. They get their wealth by vanity. And they still acting like this. Like I said, they supposed to be examples. They made music speaking about how, you know, of course they got the majority of their music where they speak about doing wickedness to their own people. But, you know, they had a few songs where they would speak about, man, we trying to get out the hood. We trying to live a better life, so forth and so on. You supposed to be the example. Like I said, them dudes is 40, 50 years old, man. Okay? Late 30s, mid 40s, or going into their 50s. It's something like that. Them dudes is older than me, definitely. When they came out, I was only like 10, 12 years old. Okay, I'm in my 30s right now. All right, so you already know them dudes is old. And they're supposed to be the bad examples. You know, the scriptures speak about elders. It speak about when you get older, you're supposed to be an example to the youth. They're not being an example to the youth. They still living like they 20 years old, 18 years old, still acting like that. And you already know it's probably because of drugs or liquor or whatever the case may be, whatever they're on, the demons that they have on them. So they're gonna think and act certain ways. But it's cool though, you know. We already know that they're doomed, and it's a wrap, man. All right, so I didn't want to make this too long or too deep, but at the end of the day, like I said, everything is always spiritual. Like I said, while we over here meditating on the Lord, Jake was out here looking at Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia fight. Crazy, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, man. I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm gonna say, call Halayim Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquath that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.